Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming at you this week with a week 3 ideal protein diet update. So today is the end of week 3, the beginning of week 4, I guess you could say. And I weighed in this morning at 142.2. So a 1.4 pound loss from last week. So I will let's go over it from the beginning. I started off at 151.3, and today, after 3 weeks, I weighed in at 142.2, so that's just over 9 pounds lost in 3 weeks, which is pretty good. The loss is going a little slower than I would like it to, but that's pretty typical for me. I'm a slow loser usually, but here and there I'll have weeks where I lose a little more, 2, 3, 4 pounds. So it kind of balances out. I feel great. My clothes are fitting much better. So I know that I am making the progress I want to make. And I guess I also didn't mention that my goal is 110 pounds. I'm only 5 feet tall. So I have about 32 pounds left to lose. We'll see about when I get to that 120 mark and under, how things go from there and kind of what time of year it is and everything. But I have stopped twice before at 120 and had kind of not fully known I was not fully at my goal and kind of wished I had stayed on longer. So the goal is to stay on until I hit 110. We'll see. Just with, quarantine life and how things are going right now. Anyway, I will also, as usual, be taking you through a full day of eating today. I had a comment on one of my videos asking if I could show a full day of eating of alternative products only. So if you have been watching my videos, I do show a mixture of ideal protein products and ideal protein alternative products because I have access to ideal protein products, but in order to save money, I mix the two, and I save money by using some alternative products. You can do the diet entirely alternative products only, or of course entirely ideal protein products. So today I'm going to take you through a full day of eating using ideal protein alternative products only. I will give the ideal protein equivalent for each meal that I have along the way. So I have started my day off with my water, my supplements, and my coffee as usual. And now I'm gonna get started on my first meal of the day, and I'll take you guys along with me, show you what that's gonna be. Okay guys, my first meal of the day is going to be a mini triple chocolate cake. I will kind of take you through how I make it a little bit here, but it is essentially the same recipe as the ideal protein friendly donut recipe that I have on my channel. I will link that video down below, but I'm not going to give exact measurements or do any commentary or anything, just to keep the video a little shorter. If you want to see that exact recipe, you can go to that video. I am using an alternative product for this particular recipe today, but in that video I used an ideal protein product. You can switch it up. It's just like the flavoring basically that is different, and I use a different Walden Farms product for this today in a different pan. I'm just putting this recipe in a different pan. Basically I'm making a cake instead of spreading it out into a donut pan, and I'm just using some different flavored products for a different flavor, but the recipe, the baseline of the recipe, essentially the same. This is my unrestricted packet. This is my ideal protein alternative. So if I was using an ideal protein product, I would use like the caramel chocolate mug cake, or like the pumpkin spice drink mix, chocolate drink mix, vanilla drink mix, whatever flavor that you would want to make. This is an ideal protein alternative. It's just a Walmart brand protein powder, Equate, I think it is, the label's ripped off. And it's in the flavor rich chocolate. And I have just over a scoop of this, and it counts as one unrestricted packet. guys, this is gonna be my first meal of the day. So this is my triple chocolate or mini triple chocolate cake, is what I call it. I showed a couple clips in there of what I did to make it, but it's essentially the same as my donut recipe that I have posted, just some different flavors to make it chocolate, and obviously it's shaped different. So something I like to do with this, and I didn't do it as great this time because I kind of lost track of time. I like to like undercook it just a little so like the middle is gooey. This is honestly so good. You guys have to make this. I love having this for breakfast lately. I'll see if I can just like, it's still nice and warm. You can see the steam. Just a little right there, yeah. So sometimes that's what it's like right through the middle. I just left it in a little too long this time. But it's like nice and gooey and soft in the middle. It's so good. And I just iced it with a tiny bit of that chocolate Walden Farms dip, the same one that I put inside the recipe. So yeah, I'm gonna have this now. That's my first meal of the day. A little bit of coffee I reheated from this morning, and I am working on my water. I'm a little behind on my water today. That's still my first bottle, but I'm halfway through, so, or nearly halfway through. All right, I will be back to show you guys what I'm having at lunch. Hey guys, I'm back to show you what I'm about to have for lunch. So I'm gonna have a strawberry milkshake, and I'll show you how I make it. All right guys, so what we're gonna use for this is an Ideal Protein alternative right here. So this is the 6-star clean protein shake in the flavor Gourmet Vanilla Milkshake. I've recently discovered these at Walmart. They are a, of course, Ideal Protein alternative. And normally I use the Premier Protein shakes, but these are even cheaper. And I tried them out and they're not bad. Like I like this one better than the Premier Protein Vanilla anyway. So yes, this one, just like the Premier Protein, you have to only use 3/4 for it to fit protocol, just because it has too much protein. It has 32 grams of protein. So yeah, I'm gonna use 3/4 of one of these. If I was not using an alternative, I would just use the regular Ideal Protein pre-made vanilla shake. So we're gonna use 3/4 of this. I have my Ninja blender cup here, a little blade, and then I'm gonna do a cup of frozen rhubarb. This is allowed on the Select Vegetables Ideal Protein list. So we're gonna blend up a cup of frozen rhubarb with 3/4 of this, and we're going to add to it this Walden Farms strawberry syrup, just about a tablespoon or so. Gives it that strawberry milkshake flavor. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of ice too, just because I like mine really nice and thick. This does a pretty good job of making it thick, but I just like a little extra, so here we go. So I think we're gonna do like a cup and a half. Alright guys, so this is my strawberry milkshake. You could also call it a strawberry smoothie, I guess. Something else that you could do with this too, if you don't have the Walden Farms syrup, like the strawberry syrup, you could make it a, if you have the access to a strawberry flavored shake instead of a vanilla, like the strawberry Premier Protein one, you could just use that with the rhubarb instead. I'm sure it would be just as good. It's really nice, thick in texture. Good. So 1.5 cups of veggies and 1 unrestricted packet right here. Lunch. Cheers. Hey guys, I'm back to show you what I'm having for supper. So this is about 2.5 cups of cauliflower mashed up and a side of extra lean ground beef, about 5.5 ounces there. So I seasoned the ground beef as I normally like it, and I made the mashed cauliflower with a teaspoon of olive oil and my Ideal Protein salt. I did film how I make these cauliflower mashed potatoes because they are the best cauliflower mashed potatoes that I've ever had, and they're my favorite. It took me a while to figure out how to make them so that I loved them this much. This is a meal that I definitely eat several times a week, especially when I'm working and I get home late and I'm really busy. This takes like 10 minutes to whip up and it's awesome. So yes, gonna have that. Almost through my third bottle of water here. Took my supper time supplements, and I will be back to show you what I'm having for my last packet of the day, which will be dessert as usual. See you guys then. Okay guys, so I'm just popping in to show you my last meal of the night. This is an Ideal Protein alternative. Once again, this is a restricted, so the Quest birthday cake bar. And I'm going to show you my favorite thing that I like to do with this little hack that makes like cookies that in the texture that I can't find in any other recipe I've ever made on this diet. So basically you just take the bar and you cut it up into 4 or 5 like little chunks, and you put it in the oven on some parchment paper at 350 for about 3-4 minutes, and you use the back of the spoon. Sorry, my dog is like, hi, can I help you? We just brought his food in, that's why he's excited. Anyway, 3 to 5 minutes, and then you use like the back of the spoon to like push them down, and then you put it back in the oven for another like 3 to 5 minutes, and they're like the perfect cookie looking and texture. I'll show you them when they're done. Okay guys, so this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. This is that entire Quest birthday cake bar cut up into 5 pieces, and look how they come out looking like real cookies. Just like, it's so weird to me, and they taste like the texture is actually like a cookie. Sorry, they're hot. The texture is actually like a cookie texture, not like that protein cookie texture, if you know what I'm talking about. So yes, the bars are great on their own, especially those birthday cakes. They're one of my favorite. But this is a great way to just like switch it up and, you know, kick that cookie craving. So yeah, that is my last meal for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Leave me a comment down below, like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video of mine, and of course keep an eye out for that cauliflower mashed potato video coming later this week, and stay tuned for my Ideal Protein week 4 weight loss update next week. Thanks guys, bye.